Hello guys and welcome back. I'm your host, Linus Sanape, and today we're actually going to be exploring the git clone feature. So what we're going to do with that particular command is we're going to clone a repository onto a Linux virtual machine that we created. It's very important for all of developers and DevOps engineers to understand this particular function. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And as always, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. So, if you remember the last two videos actually, what we did was we purchased a domain name and we created an A record to point a domain name at a virtual machine that we created. So, let's just recap that real quick. So, we have a new Linux virtual machine that I call Dirk. I'm a big basketball fan, so since this one is located out of Germany, I named this one Dirk after Dirk Nowitzki, right? So, as you can see here, we got a public IP address for Dirk. And if you come over here to GoDaddy, where we left from last time, we have a record that we created named Dirk with the IP address. Let's make sure those match. They look the same. Let's just double check to make sure everything is communicating. So let's come over here to NS lookup. Let's go to dirk.jaquezingram.online. All right. As you can see, we got the Azure symbol, well, Microsoft Azure symbol. Then we have the IP. Let's make sure that matches, and it does. So perfect. Everything is communicating the way it's supposed to. So now let's log into our virtual machine. All right. So now let's make this bigger. SSH. Enter in your username at the domain name we created. All right, you're going to be prompted with this message. Just click yes. Let's enter in the password we created. And as you can see, we're logged into Dirk. So let's clear this so we got a clean screen. And when you ls Dirk, which is the list function, it shows you what's in the current directory that you're located in, and hit enter. As you can see, we have a fresh Linux machine. All right. So when you come over here to GitHub, so GitHub is a repository sharing platform to make it as simple as possible, right? So if you come over here to my GitHub page, which I will leave in the description of this video, and you come over here to repository, I actually have a Docker install repository already made up, set up, ready to go for you, right? So let's say you come to my page, you go to this, you say, hey, I want to take this and put it on my brand new Linux virtual machine that I created. So here's how you do that. And that's going to be with the git clone feature. So you come over here to code, click that arrow, and you're going to want to copy this URL to your clipboard. So let's copy that. Let's come back over here to Dirk, and let's type git space clone space, and then you want to paste that URL. After you do that, let's click enter. As you can see, it's cloning, it's working, and it looks like everything is finished. So now we're going to use that same command, ls, and let's see what happened. Boom. And we got our first repository located on our brand new virtual machine. All right, which is called Docker install. So now if you want to go into Docker install to see the contents of that particular directory, let's go to cd space. You can put a capital D and then hit tab. It'll finish it for you. We went over that before in videos as well. Click enter. Now you're in the Docker install directory. Let's click ls to see what's in there, and boom, right? So you see the files. We were able to successfully clone that repository and put it on our virtual machine. Very, very important skill to know and to understand, especially in the world of DevOps, engineering, developer, and even some security. You may be faced with this, but this is mainly for all of the people that's in the development space. All right. So that's pretty much it. All right. So the next video, we're actually going to take that file. We're going to install it. It's going to be very fun. We're going to talk a little bit more about Docker, the role that it plays, and how important it is to have a good grasp and understanding on Docker and how it works. All right. Once again, I'm your host, Linux Sanape. Please tune in for the next video. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you again next time.